What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And today, in this episode, we sold off. Imagine that. The SPY, it doesn't actually look so bad, but over the past 2 days, finishing up today, Powell has actually been testifying in front of Congress. He's been slammed with the same exact questions. He's come out and repeated a lot of the same stuff, although today he's been kind of, it seems to be getting a little irritated and kind of firing back a little bit because of the wording, a lot of different things. A lot of people are kind of making him say that, yes, I do see the inflation, but it is all travel related, something that he's talked about. Probably about 2 months ago, he kind of pinpointed that inflation would rise because of travel. Now we're starting to see that. Now we're starting to be new news, apparently. Again, the market, if what Powell is saying, it doesn't match up to what people are going to say, it'll sell off, have a temper tantrum, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing today in tech. Like I said, in SPY in itself, SPY didn't look too bad. Yeah, we had kind of a sell-off, then bounced right back towards the end of the day. But to be honest, it looks like we're just retesting a lot of the stuff from the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually gap down on the SPY tomorrow. QQQs, like I said, that news, Powell coming out. Powell was out early today, actually dropped it. And then we kind of just hovered. We've been holding below this 200 EMA. So being said, this hourly candle and after hours actually dropped back below. I was going to ride some puts, but I decided not to. I think market digestion will actually, like I said, gap down. And then from that point, we could run. I just want to be very wary just because we do have earnings. We have been running quite a bit for a month. I think that's some of the strongest runs we've had over the past month. So we need to be mindful of that. And now we're correcting this. Reminds me back of March where I know even for myself, I try to pile in because I was like, oh, it's going to be earnings, they're going to pump. But the case being they didn't pump, earnings started coming out, fantastic numbers, but still dropped. That's something I want to be wary of coming into this earnings, something I foresee could possibly be happening here now. Being said, I don't have a watch list. I want to see what is going on. It is Friday. I don't want anybody to take long-term positions right now. Again, for me, that might change. I want to see what the market opens up with. Again, stick with your leaders. Mid-tier and small cap are getting destroyed. I know just mid-tier today, your Palantirs, your Roblox and all them, they got absolutely obliterated today. Your Tesla got obliterated today. It was actually coming out from the start. It looked like it wanted to really rip. I actually took calls in this, and I actually wasn't shares in this, got tagged out. Took quick profits because after this pump and not break, I took profits. And then I got tagged out in shares shortly after, and then there was this push down. I didn't want to short because I knew the market was really strong. I wanted to see an actual break before anything else. I wanted to give it a day of digestion to see if we are going to start pulling back more or if we're going to continue up. So I wanted to wait. Amazon, same thing. It's been really strong. It's been holding this range. Yesterday was actually kind of, I thought we were going to break. Today I was watching Amazon to grab it down here and try to ride it back up, but it just kind of based. It actually looked like it's getting ready to drop again. Everything just struggled. Shop was another one that finally is breaking support, which hasn't done in a while. Facebook got absolutely obliterated today. I got destroyed. It did bounce back. This did look like a bear flag, and now it looks like it's pumped back up and looking like it might actually gap up tomorrow. But a lot of these winners are ones I want to keep in mind. The leaders, industry leaders. Apple actually finally broke down support, which is surprising because Apple's had some amazing news. It's not really been confirmed about all the extra phones that they're getting. They need to build. That being said, it looks weak at this point, and on the daily, it's really up there. And it hasn't even came back to retest at the 140 mark. Looking for that. We'll see if that does happen. But again, we have to see how the market plays overnight. Roblox got destroyed today, but held well. It held that 200 EMA on the daily, which is something to keep in mind. I'm trying to think of some other ones. BYND is actually holding, which I don't know if we actually start gapping. There was actually great news on BYND today. It did push hard like everything else, but then pulled back down and kind of held flat the rest of the day. I'm trying to think of some other big ones. Netflix, I think actually that news. Netflix actually just got destroyed today too. That news I don't think was actually that came out didn't actually hold. It wasn't actually, there was no proof. I think that they're doing gaming, so it did sell off with everything else. And even BA, you look at stuff, something like a BA tried to push today, then died. Everything is just really weak right now because of inflation talks. Increase of inflation talks. I think really ultimately what it is we just needed a reason to sell off. We were just going too high, too fast in that month. I mean, you had your Amazon, your Apple's, Facebook did running quite a bit in the beginning there. Then it kind of stalled out, and then Tesla just kept trying to run, but it kept stalling out. So we're seeing that, right? You're seeing your second tier tech and everything take a beating, and that's it. I mean, all your strength is going to be in your leaders, and that's why I keep talking about. You should be messing with the leaders in the industry and nothing else. I've actually started looking more at XPX, trading XPX more, only because it moves. I'm looking for bigger movers as opposed to some of the other individual smaller stocks that I will take, like your Roblox and stuff. Like those, I'll still swing, try to focus on swing trading shares in those, but ultimately look at ones like SPX and your big tech for options is what I am typically doing. So again, I know this video is short, but it is Friday. It is, there's nothing major. I mean, we got numbers tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to have play that much of an impact tomorrow. We'll definitely have to see if it really missed expectations. It could push us down even more. To be honest, everything was so high, it does need to come down a little bit. It needs to take a bit of a breather. Maybe we'll see that before earnings and then see a slight pop after that. I don't know. This is why we have to take it day by day. This market is ever changing with inflation talks, and they are not going away anytime soon. So that's just something to keep in mind. But that's essentially what I got. So remember to hit that like button on the way out and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.